I said salute to the untouchable True School Sports Empire.
That's
Taking
right, the
over
untouchable.
not only the South Florida boxing scene, but the worldwide boxing scene.
Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, let's talk some more of that welterweight division, because I know people like to hear when I talk about the welterweight division. Now, shout out to my guy out there in Philly, Jamil Parker, one of the best in the business, YSM Sports Media. Make sure you guys go give him a sub. He does great work, especially in the Philadelphia boxing gyms. You know, you gotta really give their flowers and credit where credit is due. He's doing his thing, and he was talking to none other than Errol Spence's IBF mandatory. You know, the most skilled welterweight under the sun, the fighter with the most tools in the toolbox. You could call him the Black Bob the Builder. All right, that's Jaron Ennis. Boots. He was talking to him, getting his reaction to this whole Terence Crawford BLK Prime situation. And here's what he said in regards to that, and you know, why maybe he should have got the fight with Crawford. He said the following, and I quote, "I was surprised. I didn't think he was going to fight him. If anything, he wasn't going to fight Spence. I thought he was going to fight Keith Thurman." He then went on to say, as far as, you know, him potentially getting his first shot at a world title, if he got any, because a lot of people who like Crawford, and I like Crawford, but I'm saying a lot of the fanboys that don't know how to remove their emotions, they try to make up reasons why Crawford shouldn't have fought Jaron Ennis. And the Spence fanboys do the same thing. They're both just as bad. They're both just as bad for boxing as their favorite fighters are. But Jaron Ennis said, I quote, "I ain't getting no phone call. I would have taken that fight in a heartbeat." End quote. So there you have it. Jaron Ennis letting you guys know that he would have taken that Terence Crawford fight in a heartbeat if he got a phone call. But what a coincidence. What a coincidence. Terence Crawford didn't fight. They didn't give Virgil Ortiz a phone call. They didn't give Jaron Ennis a phone call. They probably didn't give Keith Thurman a phone call. There was a lot of guys in that top five, the prominent names, the names that boxing fans, the healthy alternatives to Spence. They didn't get no phone calls from Terence Bud Crawford. But the guy who did get a phone call and responded to it pretty quickly was David Avanesyan, and that's what we're getting. David Avanesyan, the number 6 WBO contender versus the WBO champion, Terence Bud Crawford. Now, Jaron Ennis deserves a shot. I've always thought, and I was always the mindset that, like, if he was going to get a title shot, it would come more from, like, Errol Spence, because he already has, he's not signed a PBC, but he has that, he signed a Showtime, so obviously there's that. He's the IBF mandatory, a governing body and a sanctioning body, which is known very, very well, and they're known for stripping people and really enforcing the mandatories. And you know, now you have Ennis. We know Crawford didn't want to fight him because, you know, Crawford, he's chilling right now. We know Spence has been chilling, not doing a whole lot. But Ennis has petitioned with the IBF to get the title shot against Errol Spence. And he's doing what he can with his status in the welterweight division to position himself and force the big fights to happen, because they can only duck, run for so long. They can only do that for so long until, you know, they have to come see Jaron Ennis. And all this talk, like, I really feel like boxing fans, right? And I want to implore and encourage anybody watching this video, watching my channel, as boxing fans, we have to stop talking about like managers or fanagers, as they say. We have to stop talking like we're fanagers, fans that are managers of the boxers. We're not getting a cut. We're not getting a manager's fee. So why on God's green earth do we care what a fighter makes? Just being honest with you. Like, we're not making no money off of it. So we shouldn't really have a vested interest in that. More so, what we should have a vested interest in is seeing the best fights happen in boxing. And we'll allow the fighters' teams, their managers, the people they have in place to handle their money in their career, because they wouldn't have put those guys in place if they didn't think that they could do right by their careers. So our job as boxing fans should not be to talk about splits and all these things. Our job should be for fighters who are champions to honor the ranking system, to fight their mandatories, you know, things like that. And last I checked, Boots is Errol Spence's IBF mandatory. So if Errol's not going to fight Terence, which we knew that wasn't gonna happen because he's been on this easy route with this quote unquote easy route with Crawford for about 5 years, and Crawford's a diva himself, so we knew it wasn't gonna happen. He's not gonna fight Keith Thurman because he wants to be petty, although he never really proved ever that he was better than Keith Thurman, and truth be told, he's the paper champion of the WBC because Keith Thurman dropped the belt because of an injury, and then he won the belt off of Sean Porter. He never outright beat the real WBC champion. So, if he's not going to fight Thurman and he's not fighting Crawford, style would be acceptable. But I think the fight that would get people excited and would even turn the quote unquote Spence haters like myself, like they say I'm a Spence hater, it would really get us on his side is if he fought Jaron Ennis, because the reality is nobody wants to fight Jaron Ennis because they know what will happen to them if they fight Jaron Ennis. Your best chance to do is fight him now before he gets more experience, because the longer you wait, the worse it's going to get. And he's telling you guys on Twitter, the longer you wait, the worse it's going to get. So, yeah, that's what it is. Jaron Ennis is letting it be known to the world. Crawford didn't call him, and he's enforced his mandatory status of Earl Spence. So, one of them have to step up soon or vacate, and I'm looking very forward to seeing how this all develops. Hopefully, Jaron Ennis, Philadelphia's very own, one of the most talented fighters in the sport of boxing. Hopefully he gets that world title shot soon, because he's been grinding for a long time. He's got like a whole truckload of fights under his belt, and it's about time he gets his chance for his shot at glory, for his moment in the sun. So I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all can make it that what you will. Leave your comments down below. Make sure y'all take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.
Thank you for watching True School Sports.
No, follow this kid.
Oh.
He's a true, he's a young, true, passionate person who follows boxing. He wakes up thinking about boxing and he goes to sleep thinking about boxing.
This is true.
Good kid, good man, and looking forward to seeing him everywhere in the boxing world.
Hey man, if you ain't subscribed to True School Sports, you fucking up, man. Make sure you subscribe, bro.
Fucking up big time.
Make sure, man.